morning and welcome to today's edition, or should I say episode, like a movie, like a drama, of Early Starters on Opportune TV. And you know what? On this program, we do well to intimate you on stories happening around you. We even go, that far to bring in experts that will analyze trending political issues, trending social issues. These stories are mostly of human interest. And you know what we do again on Early Starters? We ensure that you are relaxed while learning one or two things from every insightful conversation that we have at our studios, Operating TV. Good morning. It's a tremendous Thursday, and of course, we are looking forward to Saturday, 8 March, when we will be celebrating the International Women's Day. Women, the molders, the builders, the creators and establishers of great institutions. And should I say, our proclivity is so tight, so high, that we just do things beautifully and amazingly. We are productive. We increase, we multiply. You don't just give us one and expect to receive one. Oh my God, you're going to receive 1,000 in place of that one you give to us. Yesterday we'll be talking about women, how we are gradually, molding the society. Don't go nowhere. Just sit down, relax, and enjoy this program and watch me overthrow proclivity at the studio this morning. That's Michael. Good morning, Michael Armstrong.
Good morning. It's always wonderful talking to you. It's an early morning show. And, the morning is going to be very, very wonderful. It's going to be very great. We're celebrating women. I have a mother. So those of you who are looking at me as if it's a sissy, we are celebrating women. Women, we inherited women from one place. Don't worry. But they are mothers, they are sisters, they are friends. And we want women to be an example to women. Women should mentor women.
Yes, sir.
They should stop seeing them as the PhD holders of utensils and kitchenry. Thank you very much.
Yeah, women should support women. We are now in a world where women now support women. Women encourage women, and that's why we'll be looking, at this topic this morning. The future is indeed female, and how women are shaping tomorrow. We have a fantastic personality that will be doing justice to this very topic via phone call. But before then, let's quickly look at some of the stories that made it to the front page of our dailies this morning, because if I should start the banter, don't you don't want to see me shout, dance, almost fight on set this morning. Because I want to speak. Yes, I want to speak for women. Yes, I want to celebrate women. So today, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, till the very day we are going to be celebrating the International Women's Day. And of course, every mother across the world, across the globe, I will be talking about women. So if you say, I be feminist, don't worry. You will get to know if I'm a feminist or not. And your own understanding or definition of feminism is kind of different, because in this part of the world, we feel that feminism has to do with, belittling men, or maybe you're trying to derogate them in a way, or you want to overshadow them, you want to overthrow them. No, feminism is just having a voice in the society as a women. We lending our voices to important issues or matters that concerns women. Feminists are not rude. Feminists are not disrespectful. Feminists do not manipulate situation or ostracize a particular set of people, or feel that every man that talks or wants to have his grounds is a chauvinist. No. That's not feminism. That's why I say to people that some people that claims that they are feminists are not feminists. They do not understand what feminism is all about. Well, maybe in the right context or not. I am not a feminist. I am me. I celebrate men. I celebrate women. And for all, like we said yesterday on the program, we said it's a secular state.
It's a secular state.
Nigeria is a secular state. So I am a secular person. So this morning, starting from the Punch newspaper, I have stories of Tinubu lays foundation for First Bank's new eco-friendly headquarters. And moving forward, First Bank headquarter groundbreaking ceremony. Yesterday I said we were just looking at it from one paper to another dailies, and Punch, Vanguard, and every of those things, you'll be able to understand that indeed First Bank bought the whole front page of the dailies yesterday. And then it's interesting, they are trying to show to us that they know their owners, and they know how best to do their marketing and how best to get their brand into the face of every Nigerian. You will not tell me that you did not see it now. Shebi, you are seeing it online. You are seeing it on the terrestrial. You are seeing it on Taikins. You are seeing it on the social media space. So why will you tell me that you don't know that First Bank is having a groundbreaking ceremony? Well, that's fantastic. And yesterday, my BDM, the business development manager of Operation TV, intimated us on the particular thing. And today, hopefully, she will be doing same. And it's going to be about the work environment. Don't go away. Just stay tuned there. You will learn from this very short and beautiful, in fact, insightful and amazing piece. Moving forward, I have stories of assembly list for breaches by Fubara threatens RS Tech chair's arrest. Government insists on Supreme Court judgment CTC. And sexual harassment. Senate dismisses Natasha petition. Kogi Senator Sean's panel. And that's on the page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. I have a story about Natasha, and of course a track up that will buttress that very story. And again, the topic for today is about women. We are talking about women, and we say that the future is female. Our women are shaping tomorrow. I believe that okay, let's wait till I take that very story before I say my own view of what is happening. Moving forward, can I have the Nigerian Tribune newspaper on screen? Nigerian Tribune newspaper. I have stories again about the groundbreaking of new headquarters. Tinubu Lord's First Bank Management's foresight achievement. Sanwo-Olu OK's certificate of approval for construction. Well, I think First Bank has done it again. They have done it again. Please move to Vanguard newspaper this morning. Vanguard newspaper. Every of the papers has the same story except Vanguard newspaper. Maybe Vanguard newspaper did not get their marketer to headquarters of First Bank quickly so that they can get their own share.
They can share from it. They did not,
because the money bag, the big wig in the banking sector is dishing out adverts. See, opportunities is available. Please come and dish us also.
No, they are listening. Because
our own parts, chunk of the big investment in all the dailies. And the Vanguard newspaper this morning, I have Rivers crisis. Amewolu's assembly. Did I call it well? Did I pronounce it well? Amewolu's assembly. That's an Igbo name. I'm a Nigerian though, but I'm still trying. I do not mean to murder that name. But then Amewolu's assembly for Bara's commissioners flex muscle. Sack all commissioners, political appointees. And this is coming from the assembly. And you are overstepping your bounds, Commissioner for Environment says. And Fubara denies receipt of Amewolu's letter of 48-hour ultimatum. I have not resigned as deputy governor, Professor Odo reveals. Rivers judiciary denies report of 1 year annual leave for I think that's the Chief Justice. And RSIEC fixes August 9 for local government elections as Asari warns against impeachment threat. We will resist attempts to truncate Fubara's tenure, Ijo Youth, says, and many shot as gunmen attack alleged governor's supporter. Moving forward on the page 11 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning, I have stories of NAFDAC mops up 50 trailer loads of counterfeit drugs. Senate urges federal government to intervene in deadly attacks on Edo villages. And that's on the page 12. Sexual harassment. Akpabio, Akpoti, Udwa defend positions. I called it well. Udwa, yes.
Wow,
and that's on the page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. And Lent is here, and we are open to sponsorship, advert placements. Let us use our platform to make your brand shine and become a household name. And I have a story of Lent. Pray for wise leaders. Christian Association of Nigeria urges Nigerians. And that's on the page 9 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Oil price drops 20% to $67 per barrel. Tariff increase will push available generation to 7,000 MW. That's coming from the winner, the minister. That's on the page 19 of the Vanguard newspaper. Lagos Assembly crisis, acting clerk hospitalized after DSS visits. And that's on the page 7 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Nigerian drama. 80th birthday in my lifetime. Nigeria will be great. And this is Obasanjo speaking. We have been, hearing Nigeria will be great. Nigeria will be better. Nigeria will be fine. Hopefully someday when we are alive, by God's grace, we will see a beautiful Nigeria, a country where we won't have bullies in the position of power, and we won't have people that will, encourage or clap for people that are, into corrupt practices. Well, I have stories from the world of sport, and that's on the page 30 of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Vanguard 2026 WCQ, that's the women kind of football. Nigerians blast Chile's 39-man list for Rwanda and Zimbabwe. And that's what I have on the dailies this morning. So moving on, I will be reading out some of the stories. I promised to talk about the Akpabios, the Natasha harassment thing, and I have a story backed up with a track up this morning to further intimate us about what is going on as regards the Natasha sexual harassment story. Yes, the Natasha story. So I have it that Senate President Godswill Akpabio has categorically denied allegations of sexual harassment made against him by Senator Natasha Akpoti Udwaha. That's the Kogi Central, which is now before a court of competent jurisdiction. Akpabio at the start of Wednesday's session emphasized that he has always upheld respect for women and was even recognized as the most gender-friendly governor in Nigeria during his tenure. He urged the public to await the court's decision on the matter rather than drawing conclusions prematurely. And now I have it that Akpabio's denial comes amidst a backdrop of political tension and public debate, with some calling for his resignation and others defending his integrity. Meanwhile, a petition submitted by Senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti Udwaha, caused a stir in the Senate chamber on Wednesday during the plenary, and the chief whip of the Senate, Mohammed Munguno, had called on the Senate to reject the petition, stating that the matter of sexual harassment was before the court. Should this be happening in Nigeria? If somebody is saying something happened to her as a woman, you should listen to not outrightly put it away? Why should anybody feel that they can do something and just, go away with it? Though we do not have the real facts that this actually happened. I'm not supporting, but in the course of celebrating the International Women's Day, I felt the need to bring this up. This woman speaking is more like lending a voice. We have some women, facing the same thing, and they have nobody to talk to. They have nobody to share this story with. And even when they talk, they are going to be needing maybe money to, push the case before getting justice. And thank God we have the domestic violence center in Nigeria, and Lagos State's domestic violence, and they are doing so much for the young, and even any woman. Let me not just say it for the young alone, for every woman. And Natasha speaking up is giving some people the strength and the courage to to share the challenges or any such thing like this act. Can I have the track up, please, MCR? Let's hear what Natasha's got to say.
Only be presented to the Senate by a senator who shall affix his or her name at the beginning thereof. The petition is in my name against the President of the Nigerian Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuse of office, and malicious obstruction of my legislative functions. You may recall, sir, that on Friday in Arise TV, I did make some statements. And I have decided to narrow these statements in a formal petition against the President of this Senate. So if it may please you, I would humbly step forward and lay this petition. Thank you.
You may proceed. Distinguished colleagues, this petition is hereby referred to the Committee on Code of Conduct, Ethics, and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate as soon as practicable.
Your refusal to accept and treat my petition before the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges and Abuse of my privileges, and I say forth that this matter is not sub judice, it is not before the court. The matter before the court is on the defamation and cyberbullying statements made by your special assistant on new media, Mr. Patrick Umfom, who addressed my decent outfits as transparent, thereby depicting that I walk sedulously and naked to the chambers. That is the nature of the petition, of the case in court. This petition, sir, has never been filed. The petition that alleges, or should I say, accuses you of making sexual harassment moves, abusing your office, and making malicious obstructions to my legislative functions has not been tendered anywhere before, no court in Nigeria. So, sir, I would appreciate if you kindly accept my petition and forward same to the Ethics and Privileges Committee so it could be treated. Thank you, sir.
To know that political as this matter can be, we cannot be emotional about it. We are guided by two things. Actually, three different things. We are guided by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, Section 60 of which says we shall regulate our procedure. Secondly, we are guided by the rules of this Senate. Section 40, subsection 4, of which also says, no senator shall personally sign a petition to be laid before this Senate. It's not about committee on ethics. It's not about waiting for the committee to take a decision. It's about whether this matter is right to be referred to the committee. Mr. Senate President, You were being emotional because you didn't want to be seen as trying to stop this allegation. That was why you even allowed it to be referred. The Senate erred by referring it to the court. It's not competent to stand before the Senate. That is the issue. It was signed by the most distinguished Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, for whom I have a lot of respect. We cannot rewrite our rules because of anyone.
Will jealously stamp its feet with a view to jealously guarding and protecting the sacred provisions of our rules. And our rules clearly state in a very clear and unambiguous language.
The same Senator Mongodo, I would like you to read the rule you are talking about. I'm sure even our colleagues who are here to observe the proceedings also have their rules in their parliament.
Thank you.
So read the provisions.
Yes, I'm just laying foundation for what for my ultimate, and my ultimate destination is that our rules in very clear and unambiguous terms in Rule 40 and specifically Rule 7 states that Senate should not receive or deliberate on any matter to which actions are pending in any court of law. And for your information, Mr. President, distinguished senators, this matter is sub judice before our court. The petitioner, Senator Natasha, has gone to court in respect of this matter, and also the wife of the Senate President has equally gone to court in respect of this matter. So,
the most gender-friendly governor in Nigeria. I served between 2007 and 2015. To God be the glory. In conclusion, I urge all Nigerians, particularly the media, and then, of course, the members of the social media, to await the court's decision. And please do not jump to conclusions on matters of mere allegations. I want to thank you for listening to me and thank my colleagues, because some of the phone calls were calls of support, solidarity, and prayers that the Almighty God will step in to vindicate the just. So now let us get on with the business of the day. Thank you.
We pray that the Lord God Almighty vindicate us in every situation we find ourselves regarding maybe slander, libel, or whatever. Yeah. You know, this is a serious issue. I'm not bringing up this issue because I want to judge the case or because I have a verdict to give on the case, because everyone is still waiting for the court judgment. But as we wait, await the judgment from the court, because Natasha says the case is the one at the court is different from what she is talking about. Why should the National Assembly drop this case and not discuss it? And now, Madam Akpabio, the governor of the wife of the Senate President, Senate President, it says the situation, has led to a legal action, and Unoma Akpabio has filed defamation suits against Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan, seeking substantial damages for alleged breaches of our fundamental rights and defamation. And from what I deduced, the Senate referred to this petition, as that which does not really need to come before the House. And they said that the petition to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Code of Conduct for review. So every one of us should just wait. But what I'm loving about this situation is the fact that somebody is giving another woman the strength and the boldness, the confidence needed to speak up whenever issues like this arises. That's going to take me to the next story. This next story should be the one that, in our media ethics, it should come first. That's our inverted pyramid. But then this is coming last because Madam, as Yoruba will say, Gulalong Kengbale, and this is a story by the Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, and she has urged the National Assembly to pass the bill seeking for Sikh seat reservation for women in parliament into law. She made the call in Abuja at the Art of Governance exhibition organized by the Office of the Deputy Speaker in conjunction with Elect R, an advocacy group for women empowerment, and represented by Fatima Abbas, wife of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Tinubu stressed the importance of women's leadership in shaping the country's future. And the Chief Executive Officer of Elector and lead curator Arts for Governance exhibition what's happening? Exhibition Ibijoke Faboro, they highlighted the importance of gender inclusive governance in fostering stronger democratic institutions and improved policy outcomes and broader socio-economic growth. And the Minister for Women, this time around is the Minister of Women Affairs, and other personalities, reaffirmed their commitment to ensuring the passage of the Special Seats Bill to increase women's representation in governance. And because of this, the wife of the president of our country, delectable and of course indefatigable First Lady, has something today. Today we are discussing the future is female, how women are shaping tomorrow. Tinubu speaking up on asking for reservation of seat for women means a lot. Like I said the other time, I made mention of the woman that was declared governor in the northern part of the country, and in the space of 6 hours they revoked it.
Revoked or removed?
They removed patapata. Thank you.
That's
it.
Revoking.
They removed it patapata. No, she's not the one. She's not been declared. And nobody stood up for these women. Only netizens, speaking on the social media. Can we have her as the governor? At least the first governor. But thank God Miranda broke the barrier by becoming the first lady, becoming the Lagos State's Speaker of the House. And I believe that women are doing, something great. The seat of the First Lady or the office of the First Lady was created during Mama Patience, regime, as the wife of the president of the country. That's Jonathan's administration, and ever since we are seeing beautiful things come out from this office. And now our dear First Lady is seeking that we need representatives at the helms of affairs. Can we have the track up, please?
I am committed to supporting initiatives that promote gender inclusion, women's empowerment, and national building. This has been my mission during my First Lady of Lagos State, as a senator, and now as the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I firmly believe in the importance of women's voices in governance. I urge my former colleagues, the civil society organizations, and the public to embrace the message of this exhibition and collaborate to ensure that women's voices are heard.
It's not just about personal being, but about shaping a legacy, about having a periscopic look in the room when policies are formulated. Through the spectacles of the men and the spectacles of the women, the lenses will see better. That is why we are here. You are here to be counted. Not because you are women, but because you are men, but because you are Nigerians who want to have a nation whose policies and laws is blind to gender.
And I also want to say, please, I want to use this medium to cry out loud to our political parties. We need political party reforms. I want to heartily commend the Speaker of the House of Representatives for recently ensuring that the National Executive Council of our party included some of our women in the NEC. That is the highest body of the political party. This is the right step in the right direction. We have the right leadership in the House of Representatives, ably led by Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu and Right Honorable
As we look ahead, let us remember that nation building requires the active participation of all citizens, both men and women. It requires listening to voices that have long been marginalized, uplifting their stories, and creating pathways for their full inclusion in governance. In closing, I want to encourage everyone here to deeply engage with the arts on display. Let it spark meaningful conversations and shift perceptions about how we can collectively work toward a more inclusive and equitable Nigeria. Let us carry these lessons of this exhibition forward, using them as tools for advocacy and championing the cause of women's empowerment and representation in
Welcome back. You're still tuned to your darling station, Operation TV, and this is Early Starters. Well, my name again is Miriam, okay, for people that, are just joining us. And today I've been talking about women. I've given you track up of Natasha and Akpabio's case, and of course, stories from the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And this morning, I have a very beautiful and interesting personality. Of course, very, very indefatigable, delectable, and beautiful. She's not just beautiful. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but this time around, beauty now lies in the brain of the beholder, because this woman has been doing well to empower the youth in the society, and she is the most beautiful queen in our own kingdom. Dr. Princess Dosumu Shakirat Abidemi, FCANA, is my guest. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Obviously, I've been sweat off my feet right now. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you very much, ma. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. We're gearing up for the Women's International Day.
Yes, we are really, really stirring up, and we are ready to celebrate every woman across the globe. And this morning we are going to be talking about the future is female. The question is, how women are shaping the tomorrow. So I want to ask you, in all honesty, do you think women are contributing to the betterment of the society, or have you seen, or so far so good in the political space, the financial space, the home front, have you seen women shape the future?
Now I think we need to start changing the narratives.
Okay.
Women, I think we just have to put responsible and responsive women.
Responsible and responsive women, okay.
Yeah, because I think if you just say women, we have a lot of women there that are not role models to people around. Yes. So if we have to talk about women, we now start, we need to pick the positive side of the women, and if you want to shape the future, we need the positive, the responsive women around, to break barriers, to be role models to young girls and women out there, to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Women in leadership, politics and governance. We've seen the Akpabio, Natasha Akpabio. I'm not going to take sides right now, but I see her as advocating for policies and promoting equality and justice.
Advocacy at its peak, yes.
So I see her as that. So those are women we should be talking about. Business and entrepreneurship, we have women in that. You have executives, women that are executives, and they are driving the economy. It's growth, creating jobs, and fostering innovation. We see that around. We have women like that. We have women in social impact, activism and advocacy. You see them fighting for human rights, climate justice, and equality. These are people that are responsive and responsible. These are women that that yes, they do these things with all the passion. Community development, which of course I fall in. You see, I am working tirelessly to improve our communities and promoting the education. Women, you see them in healthcare and economic development. You see them empowerment, all walks of life. Is it in technology right now, digital inclusion, cyber security? You see women in all of this sphere, So I think that's about it. We have women that are doing great, responsible and responsible responsive women.
Okay, talking about
yeah,
thank you very much, man. Talking about building the community and putting ensuring that we have a safe community, and one of which you fall under, and I've seen you conducted empowerment programs, and without the backing of the federal government or even the state government. I want to know what actually prompted the thought of you building the youth around you or in your community.
You know who said it? We're saying women are the future, isn't it? So that's the thought that, okay, fine, if I have to, when you build a woman, you build a nation. When you build a youth as a woman, as a girl child, you build a nation. So definitely, if I should say, oh, let me empower people in my community, I am building a nation. So that is why I decided to take up that challenge, so that we'll have a formidable, unity amongst youth, women especially. So I think basically that's what inspired me. And I think right now we just have to beg everybody, because we're going to beg the stakeholders, everybody, everyone is a stakeholder now, to empower women more. We don't have to stress in order to give back to our communities. It's really challenging. Once you're a woman, they tend to look down on you. They tend to
believing you have nothing to offer. And they tag our achievements with a man.
Yeah, so you find out that you're struggling to help in your community. There's a project I want to do for the youth in the community. So I have all the resources, but all the funding now. But the good people comes when they just look at you as if you're looking for something else. And I used to tell them, look at the person in question, look at our CV, look at our movement. So we have all of that. It's frustrating. We don't want to stress. We empower women, provide equal opportunities and resources so that they could pursue their passions.
Yeah.
You listen to them. You listen to their voices. You promote their stories and ideas and perspectives. So I think basically that's about it. You recognize their achievements. Inspire them into the future, so that they can strive for excellence. I think that's the plea we want to have. Dishing out to all the stakeholders who are involved in governance, in all spheres of life, not even in government right now. Anywhere you find a woman striving, please accommodate and give her a listening ear. Equal opportunities you're giving the men, they should have to, because they have a voice. We see people that, like I said, let's start understanding the responsible and responsive women in the society. So I think basically that's about that.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. Finally, before we let you go, looking at what the first lady, Dr. Oluremi Tinubu, said during the elect commissioning and conference, she made mention of reserving seats for women in governance. Should we restrict this to the grassroots, or have it at the higher or the ends of affair, like we should have it in the State House of Assembly? And looking at what just erupted at the Lagos State House of Assembly, where Miranda had to resign. Miranda had to resign, and everyone still appreciated her, but then in the space of 49 days, even when the court says this and people are saying that, and she has 36 men house, more than quorum, supporting her, what do you think we should do as regards reserving seat for ourselves in governance? Should they just elect us and just remove us at when they feel that they want to?
Of course, that's where we're pleaded. We just have to plead to all the stakeholders. They should please allow us breathe. In the sense that they can't tell us, because I'm not going to say it should be from the top. It has to be from the local level, from the locals. Politics is local, so it has to be from the local level. That treatment must be from the councillor say to the chairman, say to the house, so from every aspect of our life. Do you understand? And we have to be intentional about what we want to do. It's not for you to say, oh, they should reserve seats and all of that. It has to come within. Even you say yourself as an example. Everybody should be intentional in this cause. We should drive for it. We should act at the talk in all spheres that we find ourselves. So it is from the local level. If we start seeing changes from the local level, I'm sure definitely it's going to be from the bottom to the top. So basically, we should be intentional. We should be kind. We should be kind to women. We should be kind to them. There are a lot of things that are bottling up and they still come out to give their best. So we should be kind to them, basically.
So that means our girl child has a future in Nigeria.
I mean, our girl child future is bright because we
have women that are speaking, they are speaking up and lending their voice.
Yeah, we are agitating, so definitely their future is brighter than we're speaking for them. Yes, because I don't think we never had people speak like this during our time. So we are speaking on behalf of them, and I'm sure their future is going to be brighter. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ma, for coming on the program. Not physically appearing at our studios, but conversing with us via the phone. Okay, we have a call.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name, Ma? Where are you calling from?
Is it Orekemini from Revenue?
Oh, okay. I can't hear that. Okay, we have been talking about the future is female, how women are shaping tomorrow. And, Dr. Abidemi, Dr. Princess Abidemi Dosumo, FCNA, she has spoken. She said everything that, that's on my mind. Remember when I wanted to launch this program? Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Please, I want to share with the honor of this food.
So, the topic that we are treating, the future is female, how women are shaping tomorrow. And she said something so beautiful. She said, nobody can just, elect us and just decide to take us off the seats as at when they feel that, okay, let's just make it happen. And one of the women that I love to celebrate on this program, not because she's the GM or she is a very beautiful soul, but because she always preach about you building another person. She preach about you making another person, you having another you in another personality. My general manager, Mrs. Tailolu Akinpelu, will always teach us or train us to be a better person. And she will tell you that you cannot be the original you if you have not yet, built another person coming behind you. So that when you see that person coming behind you, you will be able to say, I trained this person. This is me in this person. This is me making a difference. This is me building a community of a kind of well-strengthened personality. People that cannot be easily broken. And ever since I started, hearing something of such come from her, I celebrate her within me the more. And I feel this is a mother. This is not just a boss. She is a mother and she's doing well, striving and of course striving. She's fighting and of course striving, which is she's trying to make things grow and look like what it should be. So I give it to her and I'm celebrating every woman out there making a difference. That brings me to the work environment. Duly should I say, delivered by the business development manager of Opportunity TV. And I know you will learn from this. This is one woman who is making a difference also. We have women at the ends of affair or at Opportunity TV, even though our chairman is a very hospitable, indefatigable personality and amazing, so a man. But then, see, there is a difference between I run the organization and I own the organization. These people will not make you feel like, okay, I own the organization. They make you feel like we run the organization. And that's the work environment that you should have for yourself. It should be, even if it has to be toxic, it should be less toxic. Because sometimes you cannot but experience toxicity, in some environments, especially when it's a work environment. But make it calm and less tense for people to live and enjoy. Maybe this morning I'm not really letting Michael speak, but right after this work environment, Michael will definitely speak, because we own the show this morning. It's about women. Michael, don't worry, you come and contribute later. You see, it's about women. I started with the stories of women. I called a woman, and she, delivered beautifully. And another woman is coming on board to talk about the work environment. Please stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. Really, how are you doing? Yeah, today is cool, today is good. We want to talk about work environments. What is an office? An office is a place, like a building, a house where people come together, different individuals with different background in different fields coming together to work, to achieve a common goal for the organization, for the purpose of it is being established. What makes an office work interesting? Well, we have few points to talk about. We're talking about employee autonomy. We're talking about team spirit. We're talking about flexibility. We're talking about leadership style. Leadership style. We're talking about love and cooperation. We're talking about supportive, being supporting each other. When one is down, the other will take it up. Talking about employee autonomy, where you are free to take decisions, to make decisions without waiting for any other person to tell you what to do. When you can work under pressure, where you can apply your senses. Then flexibility, they should be able, in the office, it should be flexible, not too toxic. Flexibility, you should be able to feel free to talk to your boss, to your colleagues, not hiding anything. You must be able to share ideas. You must be able to work together, as one. When something is not too clear to you, you should be able to ask your colleague without being afraid or thinking maybe they will laugh at you. No, life is a learning process. We learn every day. We learn, then whereby you have a very good boss. You relate as brothers and sisters, which will make the flow of work to move very well. Okay, I'm working on this, I'm doing this. Okay, what can I add? You should feel free to ask questions. By asking questions, you'll be able to learn more, and you put in your own quota. You must be able, to be dedicated to the work, because you're being paid for it. And punctuality matters a lot. There are a lot of factors that has to do with working environment. Decency, your dressing, the way you talk is part of it. You don't use vulgar language. You respect each other in office, no matter how the level of your boss, because respect is reciprocal. I think with this few points of mine, you should be able to learn one or two things, and which will guide you in your office, your place of work, how to relate more with your boss, with your colleague, even with the junior colleagues under you. You must be able to move everybody. You must work as one. You must come together and work as one, because there is a common goal for the organization to be achieved. Thank you.
I hope with this few points of mine, I'm able to, okay, not me now, it's my BDM, Olabimpe Ogunleye, Ogunyemi. She's been able to convince and not to confuse you that our work environment at Opportunity TV is the best. Michael, yes, women. Women have spoken, and we have overthrown you on the program today. So it's not about men, it's practically about women. What have you got to say? When we
I've got
talk
a lot,
about
I've got a lot
women,
to say.
if I hear something negative, I will push you like this.
I need to be a little bit masculine. Okay. You know, in Spanish it's called machismo.
Okay.
So let me apply my machismo.
Don't be a chauvinist here. I beg. Do not be a chauvinist.
No, being a chauvinist is out of it. The truth of the matter is this: most men should learn this. In every given society, it is gender equality. Now, the gender equality, why it looks as if in Africa is being shoved, is that the role women play in the African setting has been bastardized over the time. And some men fear to see women out of the kitchen. They believe she will be wayward, they believe she will be loosed. They just have a lot of belief system about the women thing. And religion too is not really helping. Sorry for saying that.
No, you don't have to be sorry.
It's not really helping. Let it not look as if I'm being an artist.
Okay, before you continue with this beautiful and insightful point of yours, I want to quickly call the number to join the conversation at the studio this morning. Please call this number 0706 143 7670. Again, I take it 0706 143 7670. Soon we will be playing our sponsorship videos, for Ramadan and for the Lenten season. I know you watched our Lenten talk yesterday and you enjoyed the program yesterday when we brought our in-house producer, who is also a pastor, to talk about the Lenten season, and it's fantastic. We hope with this few point of ours we have been able to convince and not to confuse you that Opportune is the best place to place your adverts. Your
premium TV.
Are you the chauvinist on the program, or you're not?
Now, if you say being a chauvinist it's an accolade for some people. Some people believe it's pride. Some people believe it's something else. But what I'm saying in all this is this: women, like he rightly said, I actually used to know the Dosumu family, but what she said that pricked my attention, because I already had it down, was STEM. Women should put themselves in the STEM place. Women should stop putting themselves in the kitchen, and they should stop seeing themselves as a kitchen graduate.
Or the other room graduate.
Yes, they should stop seeing themselves, because as we are talking about men,
she made mention of, if you want to talk about women, you just don't address all of us as women. Talk about the reputable women, responsive women.
That is what I'm saying, because we need female to mentor female. Because if you talk about the religion thing,
enough of the sit down and the taking care of.
If you talk about religion thing, some women don't even like it when they see you in the kitchen. If you want to cook, or you are a chauffeur, you are a chef or something like that, some women feel no, it's not for men. That ideology should be taken away, because, like I said, the STEM space is
because you are educated does not mean you cannot go to the kitchen and and cook for your husband. And that brings me to the story of this man that beat his wife to death in the northern part of the country because she did not cook.
That one is
the dawn meal, which is the sahu. For him. What religion teaches you to kill a woman because what happens to your own hand or your leg? Can't you walk to the kitchen? Can't you use your hand to prepare what you will eat for yourself? Why should you kill a woman because she failed to cook your pre-dawn meal? That's why I think I'm in support of what you said, that some people should not feel that because a woman is a chauffeur and one is a chef and maybe one is designing for women, or you feel that, no, this one should not be there. I support the fact that we are African. We are the traditional people, and we should do all our obligations as women. Fix your home before going to fix the office. That's my thing. Fix your home, because when you leave the office, you're coming back home. Fix your home front before going to fix that your church. Some people see their church as their major home, and they, derogate their husbands. They cannot even kneel down for their husbands. And when they want to talk to Papa, you are seeing them on their knees. Papa, Daddy, all of those things. And some, you'll be hearing Al-Miskimbula, Kitori, Kini. The Al-Miskimbula that you cannot call your husband. You get what I'm trying to say. So please, if you cannot cook, as a man, please go and eat grass. I think that's
grass.
Yes, now. Go and take Gary. Yes, if you feel that you cannot, why kill a woman? Go and eat grass now. If you cannot cook for yourself.
That one is absurd.
It's absurd, but then it's preposterous and overly absurd for you to take someone's life because this person did not cook for you.
So,
the line is open to join the conversation.
You can join us.
Missing calls already. I don't know the network or something. 0706 143 7670. 0706 143 7670. And don't forget, we always have the repeat of this program in the evening.
Okay, in the night.
We have, yes, in the night or sometimes in the evening. So please do well. Or you can even send us WhatsApp messages via this number 0905 661 3935. 0905 661 3935. Mr. Michael. What's the most respect you can, accord a woman?
If you talk about respect, naturally, the word reciprocal has been overemphasized, and it's not well dictioned. Because if you say reciprocal, I don't need to know you to respect you.
Of course,
I need to respect you because I'm a respectable person. It is my person to respect you. You don't return the respect does not have anything to do with me. But I should respect you because you are a person, not a woman. A person. Now, the man or the woman thing to me, I believe is archaic. If you are a leader in anything, like I said, your leader in anything, you should be given that leadership position. Like what she said. Are you a woman? Are you responsible? And are you responsive?
Are you a woman? Are you responsible? Are you responsive?
We should not clamor over the figgy kind of women. We should not clamor over women who believe they can give you what is called a bootylicious. You understand? Or women who are studious, who just
open to help you
and then from there they now tell you well, before you know they'll be on social media be flaunting Lamborghini and the young people will be saying
celebrating them, believing that they are getting money from being an influencer.
No, that is just I just like what she said.
Something happened last week, and the EFCC nabbed some top what should I call them? They are into the business of selling clothes, and people celebrate them. They are given different kinds of oyes, titles, and they come to the social media to flaunt their wealth. But unfortunately, they were nabbed, apprehended last week, and people now started saying that Ashekpe drug peddler ni, Ashekpe she's a baron. All of those things. I tell people, you don't just celebrate people because you feel that they are coming to the social media to display ostentatiously their wealth. But you should celebrate somebody because they have something to offer the society. They are not oppressing, they are not bullying. And you really can tell or point to the source of their wealth. We know of Ibukun Awoshika. We know of great women like that. A whole lot of them. Follow Oshalakija is there.
Yes.
We can mention names. And you know what my GM will always say? My GM will say that, you see, this is my small thing that I love to drive. I value it because it is from my sweat.
Value.
I value it. I cherish it because it's from my sweat. Nobody will say that, Taye Lolu Akekpelu, I bought this for you. No. I did, I bought it myself. I own it. I'm responsible for everything I become today. And that thing gives me joy. And I sit at my corner and tell to my very self and say, Miriam, you need to learn from this woman. Somebody that can stand up and say, this is me. I'm proud to call my name any day, anytime. It's you never can find women do all of these things. Okay, to join this conversation, please go to our comment section on the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube at Opera Tune TV. And please call in to the studio 0706-143-7670. Some people will not love the fact that we are talking about women. They feel that women are they shouldn't be talked about, they shouldn't be celebrated. But the fact remains that we are the most celebrated being that procreates, we multiply, and we are the builders. We are we keep the home fronts. You cannot be who you are if there is no woman, somewhere or there to have, made you as a man. You need the support of a woman at every point. And a woman will give birth to you, whether you like it or not. Either by cesarean section or by normal delivery, now woman will still born you. Now woman own this world. You see Mr. Wasi is frustrating already. Say, woman, it's no longer the men's world. Now it's going to be the women's world very soon. Even though some men are still using strong head and say, no, women, we cannot give it to you. But then you need give it to us fully. We'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll come back with stories from the business world. Stay tuned.
Now, welcome back to Early Starters, your premium show, your go-to show for anything in the morning. You have news, we have sports, we have economics, we have everything you're looking for. Now, we're going to business news with our indelectable Mary Agiobo.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you, Mary?
Fine, thank you.
You're ready with good business news. Teaching us how to make money, right?
Of course, it's a pleasure to always come up with business updates for you all every day. Okay. So, I will start with the global telecommunications industry. So the industry is projected to generate $1.3 trillion in total revenue by 2028. Despite slower growth and pricing challenges, the report reveals that total service revenue across fixed and mobile networks grew by 4.3% in 2023, reaching $1.14 trillion. However, the industry is expected to experience a lower compound annual growth rate of 2.9% through 2028, falling below the projected global inflation rate. PwC actually attributes this decline to market saturation, pricing pressures, and shifts in consumer demand, which are affecting revenue generation across the industry. Nigeria's premium crude, burning light, falls 20% to $67 per barrel, down from $84.02 in January 2025, raising concerns over the country's ability to meet its 2025 budget revenue projections. The 2025 budget is based on an oil price benchmark of $75 per barrel, a production target of 2.06 million barrels per day, and a total revenue goal of 36.35 trillion naira, 56% of which is expected to come from oil sales. However, with current production at just 1.7 million barrel per day, the government faces a 10.7% potential revenue shortfall, according to the United States Energy Information Administration. The decline in crude price is due to rising global inventories, which stood at 3.6 million barrels at the end of February 2025. With oil revenue playing a critical role in Nigeria's fiscal stability, analysts warn that the government may need to revise budgetary projections or seek alternative funding sources to mitigate the impact of declining oil prices. Then we also have the new Partnership for Africa's Development Business Group Nigeria, initiating a rebranding strategy to enhance its role in economic policy advocacy, business growth, and sustainable development, according to NBGN chairman Bashorun Randall. The group has been pivotal in advancing regional integration, fostering public-private partnerships, and supporting Nigeria's economic revitalization. Randall says in a statement that the repositioning of MBGN aims to create a stronger platform that influences economic policies, attracts investments, and drives sustainable business growth. With a renewed focus on economic transformation and regional collaboration, NBGN is set to play a more significant role in shaping Nigeria's business and investment landscape. So that's all for the news story, the business story for today. So, Mr. Michael, what do you think?
Now, welcome back. We apologize for the hitches. It's just due to technical issues that have been overrun, please. So, Mary, you were saying something, please.
Yes, so my major concern, one of my major concerns is this oil price, the way it keeps the drop. So what do you think about that before I make my own?
The oil price drop is due to, what is happening in the Asian world is affecting us now, because Donald Trump is doing the big man thing, the big boy thing. He's busy increasing tariffs here and there, trying to sum up the American thing, trying to sum up. America have oil. They have oil. They are the biggest reservoir in the whole world of oil. They are also they're the one that started the OPEC thing. So if America is busy trying to us up to make more money, you should know it will affect the rest people. Now, I like what you said about the analyst.
All right.
They advise Nigerians, we have other minerals, other materials. Why don't you invest in them? The Ajakuta still is there. Yeah. And now the drop of oil price, will you drop your budget? Will you say, okay, I budgeted for this amount and I want this thing to say?
Actually have where I worry about, like, whether Nigeria will cut spending, whether I will borrow more or seek alternative revenue sources to cover the shortfall, because it keeps coming up, going down, coming up, going down. So what exactly do we how exactly do we solve this? Because we cannot continue like this. So that's my major concern concerning the oil dropping. It's really threatening our 2025 budget. That was not actually our budget. So
based on what you just said now, there are some other rounds that make the news and some other rounds that make every other thing look as if the Nigerian public is beginning to understand that the oil is not something you rely on 100%. Yes. The oil, we have other things. Even though if the forex system, which is known, the parallel market and the so-called professional market, have a big log between them, but we pray that both of them come new, both of them come down, both of them are being reduced within 1%. So this oil up, oil down, price up, price down will not be affecting us.
We have so many Nigerian youths now switching to agriculture. We have cocoa farmers. We have even those that are into animal farming. This are other things we can concentrate on, not just our oil, because this oil it keeps putting us in positions that are difficult. So I would say. So I also have concern about this global telecommunication.
Global when you said global, a lot of people were thinking, are you talking about glow?
No,
you understand? No, see, glow and global sounds alike.
Yeah, so it's raising market challenges, actually. Issues like increasing operational costs, regulatory pressures, demand for faster internet speeds. So if they actually want to hit that 1.3 trillion by 2028, I think we have a lot of work to do.
It is not really the people, it is really the system, because people making more demands is because they need more supplies. And if you don't have the supplies, or you don't have anything to be able to jostle it, you should also look for alternatives. Now, one of the alternatives, I would have said, okay, you want to now change to the next thing, as we are looking at what is happening globally. So most times the situation around us warrants us to, like we just said, responsibility and response. Since you have more responsibility, there will be a reward for responsibility, and that responsibility is
more pay, more gain.
Yes,
exactly. So for this Partnership for Africa's Development Business Group that initiates a rebranding strategy to enhance its role in economic policy, actually I was like, it gave me this hope seeing something like this. Yes, because their major interest, they are focusing on economic transformation, regional collaboration, and they are set to play a significant role in shaping our businesses, because we have a lot of people that are struggling with their businesses. So this is actually something that will give people hope that, if this is the plan I have, then it can actually come to pass. So what's your take on this?
My take on this is this thing is grammatized.
Okay.
It looks at it because grammar. I know the Rando family are from Lagos. So being the president of this association, I believe they should bring it to the grassroots. Because it's been grammatized. You talk about the Cocoa family, the Ilailu in Ondo State. I hope they see that money. You understand? And this is not about corruption or transparency. This is about sincerity, governance, economic, and policy. Yeah. So if the young ones who are leaning on their oars saying, okay, we're expecting something from the government, these people are bringing what I call a dependium.
Exactly.
Then as that dependium is an attendium to a particular intention, if you say, okay, I want to start an SME, I want to start this business.
I have a very close friend, more like a sister that I have a very close friend, more like a sister, that she runs her own business. She always talks to me. She tells me different things about her struggles, how she struggles with her expenses, how she has to be the one to pay some bills just because she doesn't want to go to lose her money. And when she tells me this, I feel really, there's this feeling I get. And so something like this is actually good, because it will encourage people that because she has told me several times that she would want to stop her business. Yes.
This initiative should help people, don't
should
kill
help
businesses,
people.
and they should
So-
also lower the price of business registration, because to register your business looks as if you have to know somebody in the
You have to know somebody to know somebody.
yeah. So just they should let the process be easy. You can do it on your phone, provided you have your NIN and every other thing. So as it is now, being what you just read, I believe we're very coming up. We are hoping
there is hope
for the nation, hope for the nation, hope for Nigeria. So that will be what we are calling a big wrap up. Do you have any other things to say?
Well, I can only say that we should just keep doing our bits as business people. If you're not into business, you can try one. If you're into one, keep doing your part, and keep putting in the work. And I believe that one day things will get better. It can only get better. That's what I have to say. It can only get better. So see you guys tomorrow morning.
And we'll go for a short break and we'll be back. Don't forget, it's early starters. Early starters. Let's kick start your morning.
كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
Assalamu alaikum, dear Mu'min and Mu'minat. The blessed month of Ramadan is here, a time of fasting, reflection and divine blessings. This season, we bring Ramadan lineups filled with spiritual enlightenment, inspiring discussions and moments of deep reflection. We invite you to be a part of this noble cause by sponsoring our impactful programs. Let your brand shine in this sacred season, connecting with millions of devoted viewers. Join us in spreading the message of faith, unity, and generosity. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call 0703 063 1673 or visit our office 34 Oloyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi Estate, Phase 1, Abule Egba, Lagos.
يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله.
Barakallahu Fiq, Ramadan Kareem.
ولعلكم تشكرون.
Blue Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality, comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street, off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And for the inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
you're still watching Early Starters, and this morning I have a very beautiful lady, still in the light of celebrating the International Women's Day. I told you at the beginning of this program, I said I will be celebrating women and we will overthrow Michael on the program today. So we decided to change the seat that Michael lo sakpa beyin. Ọwọ́ ọ̀tún lápá ẹwà olè apá ọ̀tún ọjọ́ sí olè apá ọ̀tún sí. Now we are saying that women should be celebrated, no matter how small, how young, how big, how plumpy, how lanky, how what have you. You should celebrate a woman. Even if she does not really have the wherewithal, you should still celebrate a woman, because a woman makes the society, increase, goes round. The woman is the major support system for every living, living creature. Okay, check it out. In animal husbandry, if somebody has a dog, they will ask him or her to go crossbreed it with another dog. They have to look for the female dog, Shani. Female animal. And even if they are using specimen, they will tell you that the female egg can walk on its own. But then maybe you should go get the specimen, to make it, to tell you that women are strong. Women are powerful. Whatever you give to a woman, she will multiply. Financially, physically, talk about the home front, religious-wise, we are there. And that's why you have followers for Anticians than the Michaelians. You get it? Because Anticians are always plenty. But you see the Michaelians, they are always at one corner with Mr. Wese and David Adepoju. And Pelingo Lola de Miashake. He's trying to become a woman. That's why he's adding a conquer to his name. We will not accept you. We don't want Bobrisky in our midst. Exactly. But then he's not a Bobrisky. That's why Bobrisky will always want to be part of a woman. We are women. We are great people. We are worthy of being applauded. Celebrate also. Celebrate me. Now when are they alive? Celebrate us now, please. Anticians.
Celebrate me.
Are you the one person answering Anticians?
Appreciate me. Now when
is it now a worship song? Celebrate me. Is it a worship song? Hey, this is how you raise your hand like this. Something is wrong somewhere.
The
female kind of enjoyment mood.
I celebrate myself. I celebrate my wonderful, beautiful, elegant, Judish Lomolatile. I celebrate my GM also, my BDM. I celebrate
my head of language. She's a woman.
I celebrate Yabonga. That woman is trying for me. Mommy food, I celebrate it. Yeah, important. And my beautiful Anticians, my
female folks, Abby.
Yeah, the female folks, I celebrate you all. I also an Antician, no. Okay, he's also an Antician. He's my baby. Okay. I celebrate you, my baby, my grandson.
But why are you bringing Ololade here now? Don't bring him in.
He's my guy now. There's no way I can put him.
Exactly,
can't feel like
I think we should find my game more right. This one is Babeli. You should be
good morning, my wonderful people. How are you doing?
The gist is always giving me one kind of thing, like goosebumps. I just want to listen. I want to watch it. I want to see it scroll on the screen, and I want to see the picture on the screen. I said, okay, well, this is my own standpoint of the story. Let me just say something about it. So, quickly, before the whole thing, the each of the moment leaves my body.
Well, let let me start by saying that our Tu Baba, Almighty Tu Baba is now out in the open. Oh. We have seen Baba. Breeze and blow. We have seen the young chicken. Afefetife Atiri Furo Adige. So Tu Baba Idibia, Two-Face Idibia sparks reaction with public performance after his family has said that they can't find Two-Face, so that we should beg Auntie Natasha to help us and release
the mama said unlock
unlock Uncle Tu Baba. So he has stayed online buzz after making a public appearance at an event despite reports of his alleged disappearance from his family. The Afrobeat icon recently dominated headlines following rumors of his divorce from Annie Dibia and an alleged engagement to Edo State House of Assembly member Natasha Osawaru. The controversy deepened when his family reportedly declared him wanted, fueling speculations about his whereabouts. However, a newly surfaced video shows Tu Baba performing at what appears to be a birthday party, entertaining the crowd with his classic hits. We are glad that he's not back outside. Abi, seen it.
But he's not back to his family.
To his family, but they at least know he's
but
alive.
I came across some pictures this morning. In fact, a video of he and Osawaru Natasha, doing shopping. They said they went to the king, traditional ruler there at
they went to beach
to greet him, to pay homage, and of course tell him that they are about getting married. So the married thing is going to happen. Whether netizens, which is the online in-laws, want it or not.
There's this program
whether you like it or not,
that comes to my mind whenever I remember this Two-Face and Annie and Natasha Serere. The Yoruba will say passion tafu no yale.
It's not the most cases. Like you are having it now. They are advertising spiritual. You don't know what goes on the Instagram. The Instagram is now a space where people celebrate, let me say, voodoo.
Are you serious?
Yes. They celebrate.
Is it in Nigeria?
Yes, now they celebrate voodoo. And they promote the use of voodoo, black magic, African power, African science. And you know what? This person he stated that even if it is the African magic, he wants to be tied forever.
But nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever in the sight of men.
We stay clear.
But then some things would have happened. Oh my God, we missed the call again. Please, we are sorry we are not the one, terminating the call at the studio. I think it's the network. The network is not really favorable this morning. We will work towards, ensuring we have a very age-free call-in section. Please call the number again, 0706 143 7670. I take it again, 0706 143 7670. The program is Early Starters, and we are talking, entertainment right now, because the major topic for the day is, women, shaping tomorrow. Are we really doing enough? Have we done enough? Are we trying our best? Are we worthy of being applauded? Have we really done something for the society? Are you seeing it in your home? Are you experiencing it in your work environment? Do you really appreciate the women around you? Let's hear your view. Yes, the number to call is 0706 143 7670. And that's why I say that women supporting women, you really don't have that in Nigeria. Instead, you have women bringing women down.
Women is the enemy of women.
In the case of Natasha Osawaru and Annie Dibia, something negative is transpiring. Please to the next story.
So talking about women, our most famous Teniola Apata.
Telling me, that is bringing smiles to so many faces.
Many people's faces. Teniola, Nigerian singer Teniola Apata, known as Tenny, posted a video showing what she has been through recently. In the video, she talked about having malaria and added a humorous voiceover to describe her experience.
Okay, we have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning, ma. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Benue.
Okay, you want to join the conversation. What have you to say?
I greet you people. I'm watching you live.
Oh, thank you. Are watching us from where?
Yeah.
From where are you calling? Benue. What part of Benue? What part of Benue?
Makodi.
Makodi, Bonu Meduguri, Cross River, Calabar, Delta, Pastor. Regards to your family.
Welcome.
Thank you. I should have even said Salamu Alaikum to you because I know you must be probably observing the Ramadan. You're observing the Ramadan, Abi? Oh, another call.
Yes, ma. We are observing it. Though.
I hope you are enjoying our programs during the Musarije, which is the Sahu program. Don't worry, you will win gifts, so you will win cash, you will win products, you will win everything. Just stay glued to your TV station 3 to 5 a.m. every day during this Ramadan season. It's a promise. It's a promise from Opportune TV to make everyone smile.
Okay, this is my first time calling.
You are beautiful. You are a woman. We are celebrating women today. I am telling you that you are the African queen. The girl of our dream. You remind me of that. Welcome. For you alone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much. Again, we missed like three calls. We are so sorry. You can still try the studio line.
I will render a special rendition for you.
We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Very fine, thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Niger State.
Niger. What's your name, sir?
My name is Usman.
Mr. Usman. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm fine.
So we are celebrating women. What will you, say about women? How will you appreciate women?
Okay, I'm appreciating women the way they are behaving to their husbands. Because some of the husbands take their husbands as their fathers and mother, and they call their husband well.
Okay.
I love that.
That's why I'm appreciating them.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you too. We really appreciate you for noticing and recognizing the fact that women oppose the family and also sees their husband. Some of them sees their husband as their father. God bless you, sir. We are grateful, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I am Mr. Ruben.
All right, sir. Calling from where?
I'm calling from Makodi, Obi local government area in Makodi.
Oh, that's beautiful, sir. Welcome, sir. So, sir, how are you going to appreciate women this morning?
You know, women are very wonderful. I am here watching you guys live. You know, women cannot describe everything about them as good.
Beautiful.
You know, they are caring, very respectful. Most times, the way their children do trouble them, but they bear every challenge. You know, some of the women, after they went through all this trouble of a day, they now went up. Some of their children broke stubborn before them. You know, with these women, I wish them all the best in life.
Amen. Thank you so much.
Women are very wonderful people. God will bless all of you.
Amen. Thank you very much, sir.
We will remember you people and celebrate you.
Amen.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
TV.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. Hello, where are you calling from? Oh, Okay, another caller. Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, ma. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm coming from Valika, Benue.
From Benue State. Oh, we have so many callers from Benue State this morning. So, mommy, sister, auntie, would you please celebrate yourself on the program?
I'm watching you live.
Thank you. Thank you. We love you. We know that you are very beautiful. And you have the power that a man does not have.
Exactly.
We celebrate you. You have the strength and you have the wherewithal. But then I want you to celebrate yourself. I want you to say, I am beautiful.
I am bold.
I am beautiful.
I am strong. I am an overcomer. Thank you. Yes, I said it. When I was about commencing the program, before getting to the studio, I said to myself, Miriam, going to the studio this morning, you're going to be celebrating women.
Amen.
Today, tomorrow, we'll celebrate women. Even before the said date, which is the 8th of March 2025. Not just the International Women's Day, it's also for the mothers. Because in Catholic you have something like a mass for women during this period. And I said to myself, I am a strong woman. I look at myself sometimes and I say this. I say this, which is, if I can, overcome this, how about people that mothers that do not really have the money or maybe the wherewithal, let me just use that word, or the resources needed to, help in their, taking care of the child and upbringing of the child and all of those things. How about single mothers that men will, impregnate and fail to acknowledge the fact that, yes, I own this child. I'm going to own up to my responsibility. You cannot measure the strength. It's not easy. You are still under a man, you are going through a lot. Now without a man, you are going through times for a lot of that. So when you see a woman or you approach a woman, please be kind. We are begging you. Be respectful and be humble. Do not insult us and do not see us as do you know what must have transpired? Do you know the promises or the covenants made in the process? Men are so good with lies, and they will tell this our people. I will buy the egg for you. I will buy you the egg. I'm going to give you the seed of the Holy. Yes, now. You don't talk about. You don't. People.
You people are lying.
No.
But once they have what they want, what they believe,
are you sure you can discern if this is love or just infatuation? Or is it that you just like this person for our personality or
what you can get from her?
I love her.
Loriro. You are my plantain, Loriro.
Emotional procreation thing that goes.
The proclivity is not there.
We are trying to replenish it in that way.
Don't mind this one. He's trying to, support men. But then on this note, I'm going to be saying goodbye from the studios of Opportune TV this morning until tomorrow when we will come your way again. But the thing is, if you are a man, you impregnate a woman, please do well to take responsibility. See, the face of carrying the belly is not easy. Talk more of having to go into labor and, trying to bring the child into this world. It's not easy. Whether cesarean section, normal delivery, water delivery, what have you, vacuum delivery, I tell you, it is not an easy process. And that's why we have, a mortality rate during the childbirth. please do well to take responsibility, else God is going to, come your way, and it's going to be like this. International Women's Day is on March 8th, 2025, Saturday, and we will join us, to celebrate, because I will be celebrating. You have to join us to celebrate women. No more calls till tomorrow. Bye from the studio. They talk anything.
My people, I love you. I celebrate.
Don't answer him. Don't answer him, please. Don't answer him.
I love you.
Tolu Felicity. Bye.
Bye to everybody.
We did not see David at the first.
Let's see. Let's see.
Like that. Let's see Mr. Wasiabi. I see Tolu Lapenge. Happy International Women's Day.
And I feel, don't you feel that, Mama Africa? Yes, Ma. That's the responsibility we have, to make people feel that there is hope and that we are blessed in so many ways. And it's time to wake up to that blessing.
God bless you. Exactly, that's what we are. African woman, of course we are blessed. I'm black, I'm big, I'm beautiful, that's who I am. African woman, African woman. I'm black, I'm big, I'm beautiful, that's who I am. African woman, African woman. African woman, African woman, African woman, African woman. My name is Mama of Africa. I am an African woman for ambassador. African woman, oh yes, that's who I am. Full of strength, energy from above, a backbone, a leader, a mother with a big heart. Oh yeah, Iboland woman, oh that's who I am. Righteous woman, oh yes, that's who I am. African woman, African woman, oh African woman, mom of Africa.
My name is Bibi Brew. So we have a lot of identities we'd like to project to the world, representing Africa as it is today, as strong. Those are the things that come to mind when I think as an African woman. It's a cocktail and a fiesta of magical things and strength. We are beautiful inside as well. Powerful statement. We are beautiful. We are. Oh, Mamma Mia. We don't want people telling our story.
God bless you.
We want to tell our story, but we want to tell it seriously. We want to tell it.
So let us have a world of ordinary people living life the way God wants us to. And if we have a world of ordinary people, extraordinary.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about sex. Good morning, Lagos, Nigeria. We're glad to be here again. It's a beautiful day in the city of Lagos. It's today 6th of March 2025. The moment I came in with that song, I'm sure you were beginning to wonder, is she going to talk about sex on a Thursday morning? Yeah. But sex in a different way. You know, in Nigeria, if you're a woman and you are richly endowed, just like the way I am, if you have Bakasi, can't get front page, you'll be in trouble. You want to get employment from a Meloga, I mean, you know what will happen. Anyway, it's Moments with Taikins this morning with Taye Lulu Akinpelu. I've already entered you on what we are going to be talking about this day. Plenty sexual harassment all over, in the banks, at church, in the mosque, tenants, landlord, palaver, they're everywhere. But the big question is, why? Isn't it possible for you to woo me and I will agree to your wooing? Why do you need to sexually harass me? What are the consequences of sexual harassment? In Nigeria, if it happens, you hear, wait till you say fine, go there. Wait till you find go there. If you go to report to the police, that's what they will ask you. Now, whenever we talk about sex, we always have this understanding that it has to do with two consenting adults. If I like you and I feel like, oh boy.
Greetings to you, our beloved brothers and sisters in Christ, as we embrace the season of Lent. May faith, hope, and reflection guide your path. Together, we stand united in prayer and purpose as we journey towards renewal. This Lent, let your message of grace and goodwill be heard. At Opportune TV, we offer you the perfect platform to connect with our loyal and faith-filled audience. Whether you're sharing a special Lent promotion, an inspiring story, or a message of hope, we are here to amplify your voice and make your product or services a household name. Reach out today and place your advert with us at Opportune TV, 34 Oluyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi, Phase 1 Estate, Abule Egba, Lagos, or call 0703 063 1673 0703 0631673. Let's uplift your brand and make this season even more meaningful and profitable.
Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality. Comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street, off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And further inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
Sorry, we apologize for that breaking transmission. It was due to NEPA failure. You know the way we are in Nigeria. They take lights everywhere without notice. So we sincerely apologize for that breaking transmission. The program is Moments with Taikins. I came in singing, let's talk about sex. And I'm sure all of you are beginning to wonder, sex on a Thursday morning. Yes, we can talk about sex. But sex on today's program in a different way. A lot of things comes with sex. But before I let you into what we're going to be talking about, let me quickly read this to you. Sexual harassment includes a range of actions from verbal transgressions to sexual abuse or assault. Harassment can occur in many different social settings. Now the case study for me, you'll find out. So this morning on Moments with Taikins, we're looking at sexual harassment. Me, I don't suffer sexual harassment too. I don't suffer and well. I have suffered in the ends of all of my organs. But let me save that story because I have a guest and an anchor. We're going to be doing this together. So I'm going to be getting our own view on the word sexual harassment. Good morning, Miriam.
Good morning, Ma.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. You look so beautiful as usual.
So beautiful.
You know, you are most of us. Should I put it that way? Most people see you as their mentor. They are somebody that they can always have as a tutor. They can always, be under your tutelage. But then I see you beyond that. I see you as the extra person that can actually give you the space you need to thrive. That's just it. When people see people as mentor, they can always reduce it, especially mentor last on your when you call who is your mentor, who is your reference. No, but then for someone to be a personality that will give you the wings to fly and also a platform or a place to grow or a thing to thrive, then she's worth.
Are we talking about me now or we're talking about sexual harassment?
Madam Tailolu Akinpelu is one of those women that deserves this.
Oh, my head is weak. My head is weak.
Well done, ma.
Thank you very much, sweetheart. Yes, I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yes, I celebrate you too. You, Miriam, my children used to call you Taikins Junior.
Yes, I'm so.
Lagoon Hotels, a home away from home with world-class hospitality. comfortable and affordable rooms, conference and meeting rooms for all occasions, open space and co-working area, 24-hour restaurant and bar, providing both local, international and continental cuisines, live music and entertainment on regular basis, constant power supply and watertight security in and around our premises. Blue Lagoon Hotels, situated at number 16 Tunji Adewoye Street, off Afurubin Road, Ijegun, Lagos State. And further inquiries, call 080-5668-7855 or 080-6527-3657. You can also visit us at www.bluelagoonhotels.ng. Blue Lagoon Hotels. Hospitality is our business.
Mubarak from all of us here at Opportune TV. If you're just joining us, the program is Moments with Taikins. This is where we share inspirational stories. We'll tell you all of these beautiful things that people have gone through, the challenges they've overcome, and how they were able to overcome the challenges. So another interesting topic, like I used to say on this program, is sexual harassment that we're dealing with this morning. My children used to call my co-anchor, I won't call her my guest, she's my co-anchor on this program, Taikins Jr., because she doesn't get tired. And the reason why I don't get tired, I don't even know, you know. And sometimes I try to program my head, my mind, every part of me into getting tired, but the thing will not just come. Then the question I used to ask my God silently is, what were those things you concord together to form me? You know, so I used to think that I'm the only one that doesn't get tired. But Miriam, this my co-anchor, that baby Shelley, thank you. Just give it to her. Thank you. Miriam, we're writing something now. You need to go and work on. You say, okay, done. As we're having our meeting, she's busy fiddling. She's not fiddling. You think she's fiddling. She's writing the minute, and all of a sudden she will give it to you. Ma, check your WhatsApp.
Thank you.
I've sent it to you. That's Miriam for you.
Thank you.
You don't need to tell her what to do. You do not need to. Once I say, Miriam, how far? How about that? She'll tell you, it's ready. Those are the kind of people I want around me. So I can now see the reason why my children refer to her as Taikins Jr. But for me, she's Judish. Anyway, it's Moments with Taikins, and this morning I want to hear your view on sexual harassment. What's your view?
Sexual harassment is something that the Nigerian government needs to take seriously. It should go beyond the 14 years imprisonment in case of rape and all of those things. And now we've seen a woman, you know, giving us confidence that we need, and that's the person of Natasha.
Natasha
yes, she's doing it great. She's giving us the voice that we need. And for some people, they feel that Natasha is just chasing clouds.
Natasha na case study
yes
on this program
that people she just wants people to know that she's beautiful, she's this, is she the first person? Can't she just keep quiet? Yes,
keep quiet.
Yes, some people even said, can't she just keep quiet? Can't she just not talk about it? Must we hear her voice? And some people are saying that, okay, the wife of of Akpabio is right by taking the case to court and saying that Uduaha, you also are facing the file suit of defamation. I tell you this morning,
who is defamating whose character?
Thank you.
What is she trying to say? That it never occurred? That it never happened?
Yes, she's trying to protect her husband.
Who is protecting who?
And this should be somebody that should stand for a fellow woman. What
are you saying? No, are you saying she should stand for a fellow woman and lose her home?
No, it's not like in the place of losing her home. We have seen the case of the Lagos State doctor who fled to the United Kingdom.
That's because it happened to her family, to her relative.
Yes, we have seen that case. Akpabio's wife should have done better by talking to Natasha, woman to woman.
How?
Kindly bring this case down. Okay, let me use the normal traditional way of settling things.
Sweetie,
instead of filing a court case and saying yes, and saying that Tasha
do
is
you
trying
know
to
that?
defame the husband.
Do you know that now that I've become what I am today, I can sue all my ogas. Now that I have the confidence to do all of this that I'm doing, that I know better, I can sue each and every one of them.
For what they have done for you in the past.
For what they've done to me. I love the fact that Natasha is coming out to say it. Regardless of whether she's an honorable member or whatever, or whether she's married to a wealthy person, no. The men should stop harassing women. You don't want to know what I've faced in this area of sexual harassment. Imagine a lady, imagine an hard-working staff with 26 unanswered queries.
I'm so
26
surprised.
unanswered queries in our file. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. If this is making sense.
It is really making sense.
You know, when we were talking about, I'm not talking about Natasha for now, because you actually brought it. I wanted to hear your view on sexual harassment. Why men should stop harassing women.
I feel we are in the patriarchal kind of society, and we cannot but see or experience sexual harassment because they are more dominating, and they are being celebrated for how many women they have in their own.
Let me share this story with you.
Okay.
You see, the story I'm about to tell us this morning, brought about moments with Taikins, because I know 10,001 women out there have suffered sexual harassment. I wasn't this big then, but if you say tall, big, no, they call me flat tummy, chest out, beautiful babe, and you will never see anything attached to my. I've been like this since '99. You know. Now, when I got employed into Lagos State Service, it is possible that somebody somewhere is watching.
Of course.
The very first day I got employed, full employment, I took my letter to my dad. I showed it to him. I said, Dad, I've been fully employed, blah, 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 blah. He said, me congratulate. That was what my dad told me. He said, I cannot congratulate you. I said, why? My dad said to me, because you cannot bring out anything good from here. I said, why? He said, you do not know how to play politics. You are a dogged person. You cannot tell lies. You cannot both lick. And you cannot play their cards. You cannot go by their games. Then I asked him that. Now, how can I be successful? Because I want to work in this establishment. It's a broadcasting establishment. I want to work here. It is my desire to work in this establishment. Marian, do you know what my dad told me? He said, okay, if you insist that you want to work there, you've already been given the employment letter. Okay, you need a whole lot of hard work.
Hard work.
Hard work. Stay on your lane. I said, yes. You know, that's what I love to do. Said, okay. So when I started the job, I learned, I went through the process, I was doing it because somebody somewhere, you see what I'm saying this morning about sexual harassment. I mentioned it on one of my programs last month. I mentioned it on air and I said it. I mentioned everybody's name. There was this my particular Oga. If he notices anything in you, if he sees your potentials, he has a way of uplifting. He will encourage you into achieving whatever it is. You know. And another Oga, I was moved from the radio to television. You know. So, my Oga at radio, I didn't want to mention names now. You know, requested that the one in TV should audition me for newscasting. Do you know that audition took place for like 5 times? And up till today, we not see the file again. You know, because of my persistent spirit, I went back when I noticed that nothing was forthcoming because I needed to read the news. That was my desire then, to read the news, to sit in front of the camera and say, "Good morning, Lagos, Nigeria. This is the news at 8." You know, but that didn't happen. So I went back to meet my Oga at radio to inform me. Now he's been transferred from radio to television. And I went to inform him that. And he called me. No, he called me to find out how far we've gone. This is my experience. And I said to him, "Oh, ti gbọ́ nǹkan kan, sir." I said, "Oh, ti gbọ́ nǹkan kan báwo." So he got up. Immediately he got up from his seat.
What happened to the 5 auditioning that you did?
"Sir, please, where is the file of this lady?" Say, but I'm a bit low. But I gave you an instruction. I directed you to audition her. Where is the file? I said, me now, innocently. They did the audition 5 times, so I don't even know whether I passed or I failed. You know, I didn't know that you had to pay a price before you could read the news. I didn't know that the price you have to pay is
being sexually aroused. That's very deep.
Fast forward. The permanent secretary then insisted, so I got the job. But I didn't get to read the news. And the next one of my female Ogas mentioned, I didn't know that they are in a cabal. That that clique is a cabal. If you do not dance to their tune, you cannot read the news. Now, how you want to do it? You know, how can you be the only one that Oga will not for work on? You know. So the next thing my Oga said, when they watched, I didn't know that they've looked at the audition. So they liked what they saw. But because what are you saying? I didn't know. Then the next thing, female now coming to tell me, "Hello, Tai. Oh, they can't use you. It's a big camera."
I think I know that voice when I hear it.
Is it? "Oh, they can't use it. Big camera. But I can't go train. Come on, news." That was it.
They watched the audition and they love it. They know you can deliver, but they didn't give you willingly.
Marian, forget it. No, let's fast forward. That's
so
my experience.
I think it goes beyond the sexual harassment thing. For sexual harassment to come into play or to happen, there must be a kind of bullying that will come before it. It's either somebody, tongue lash you or backlash you.
How do you want to tongue lash? What will warrant you to tongue lash me? What will warrant you to backlash me? Because every opportunities I was given, I delivered without asking questions, without asking them, "Oga, how do I?" No.
You know why I said made mention of that tongue lashing? I remember the story of one prominent personality there then of this very institution you're talking about, and that's why I mentioned tongue lashing people and that's and name calling. He does the most when it comes to name calling people, and when the sexual harassment wants to come to it wants to happen or something of such wants to come, and you see it that maybe one of the producers will call the intern, and they will tell you, "You're not looking good, you're not doing this, you're not doing that." You have to resume. No, I'm talking about the generation I met. Right. You have to resume to the office of so person. So on resuming to that office, then you start your core causes of sexual harassment. And then you'll be hearing interns talk about being grabbed and, you know, being
grabbed.
Yes.
Once upon a time I was
being grabbed and all of those things.
Let me share.
Oh, you can't share. Don't look by. And greetings to you, our beloved brothers and sisters in Christ, as we embrace the season of Lent. May faith, hope, and reflection guide your path. Together, we stand united in prayer and purpose as we journey towards renewal. This Lent, let your message of grace and goodwill be heard. At Opportune TV, we offer you the perfect platform to connect with our loyal and faith-filled audience. Whether you're sharing a special Lent promotion, an inspiring story, or a message of hope, we are here to amplify your voice and make your product or services a household name. Reach out today and place your advert with us at Opportune TV, 34 Oloyede Oroja Street, Aino Ajayi, Phase 1 Estate, Abule Egba, Lagos, or call 0703 063 1673 0703 063 1673. Let's uplift your brand and make the season even more meaningful and profitable.
It's still moments where Taikins will welcome you back, and this morning we're looking at some sexual harassment. When you like a woman, talk to her, go straight to her and ask her, if she likes you, why not? You know, yeah, calls are already coming in. If the woman likes you, why not? You know, but instead of you using a job to taunt her, you know, you go about taunting people, making them look like they are not too good staffs. You know, there is nothing you will do in this part of the place I worked that they will appreciate just because you refuse to allow them have their way. You know, so sexual harassment for a Natasha Akpoti, if I had my way then, Marian, I go do past Natasha. I go do past Natasha. Because for her to have come out to say this is it, you know, I dove my heart for her. Natasha Akpoti, I dove my... It's not every woman you can harass.
Of course.
Forget the fact that she's beautiful. Some women are not beautiful, yet they are harassed because you have some useless organs, irresponsible organs that feels that it's the norm of the day, it's the norm of the establishment. If we do not have you, you cannot go. What is it? You know, so for me, I have suffered it. You know, I told you when we went on a short break that I'm going to call on a press conference. I will invite every one of the press people that I know. Yes. And talk to them about, now do what Natasha is doing. Now the question will now be, why did you not speak up when you were being harassed?
I think some people feel that harassment, sexual harassment, comes in different ways. That maybe when somebody speaks to you over the phone, like it happened between Akpabio and Natasha and the husband now, and they feel that something like that should not warrant you, taking this case to court or holding him responsible for, sexually harassing you. But it starts with the words, and that's why I said tongue lashing, one, and the way you approach people.
I won't even give you. That's why I said I won't even give you the.
You have the charisma. Nobody will just approach you. But for somebody who is younger, they start with tongue lashing.
I was even younger then.
this time around, they do more of tongue lashing. Number two is that when people see you, they just name call you. Maybe you are dressed beautifully. They believe a man is bankrolling you.
Yeah.
They believe somebody is helping you, who is no other but a man. Yes. So they believe that if you are bringing a project to the table, I want you to please help me work on this project. They believe the project is for you to, celebrate, or should I say, is for you to promote your act of selling yourself, or this basically is you selling your, not this corporate identity thing, but then selling yourself to the man that, okay, milele you can have talent, so you can have me, or I have this, or I have that. So you understand, they believe that anything you bring to the table as a woman is nothing without being attached to selling you yourself.
Again, they even believe that you cannot get employed. You cannot get employment without you sleeping.
Yes, and that's why I answered the question before we got into the studio, that no, I wasn't like really sexually
let me ask you what I asked you before we went, before we came back. Have you ever been sexually harassed?
Yes, I would say no, and I would say yes, and I'm going to be citing some examples. I have situations where when I go for interviews, and at the end of the day, people will say, not at that point, maybe 2 weeks later, you just see the Oga call you and tell you that now, and all of those things. But maybe grabbing people and all of those things do not really happen to me.
Yes, I was telling you the story about the grabbing aspect.
So grabbing does not happen to me.
After I prepared my 7 p.m. news bulletin, then it was the house style that you need to give it. It has to go through the director of news before it can be read. Which I did. As an editor, after producing, I took the news bulletin to my director. And the moment I opened his office, sir, okay. I think I need a white shirt. Please give me a white shirt. And I took the moment I got into his office. The next thing he did was he collected the bulletin from me and said, "Kilote Wambi." Oh my God! You're meeting me now, oh God! Oh God! He didn't expect what I did to him.
I hope you slapped the person.
You hope? What kind of rhetorical question was that?
I just want to know.
I slapped him. I gave him a dirty slap, and he somersaulted. The entire bulletin, I had about 7 scripts prepared that day because it was 7 p.m. News. Everything scattered. Would you chill? I went back to pick the bulletin and I left the office. I left his office and went straight to the MCR and gave the thing to the newscaster, and that was it. And we all pretended as if nothing
they won't
happened.
be able to come out to say this is this was the reason.
You don't know what they did. They moved me from the news to the programs directorate. So they moved me there, and nothing was happening at the programs directorate. So when I got there, to the glory of God, we're able to put up so many programs, and the thing started functioning. Now here comes my director of programs. My director of programs was even worse. Now the director of programs and the director of news were friends. So they go all out to say that Taya Kikpelu will deal with her. Yes. There was nobody. I love what Natasha Akpoti is doing. There was nobody I didn't take to my director of programs. There was just
I have a question.
nobody.
A woman or a man?
Director of programs, me okunrin.
I have my reasons for how.
There was nobody I didn't take to him. Please beg this Oga for me. I'm a married woman. I will take this person to him. He will say, even Babasu, way of blessed memory, this my Oga too is late. He passed on last year. Babasu said to him, Kilo de tell Jekpe anytime Timbawa and Biba, you always like to harass this woman. What is it? Say, shut up, Babatu Jomidino, is it your concern? How can you have a staff like this with all of these features? As big as this establishment is, how can you have a staff like this and you will not even know if those things she's carrying are real or.
You know why I said is the manager programs a male or female, because it does not really stop with being a male and a male. It happens between a male and a female.
When my wahala was too much, they now started, all of the directors now started using the females to talk to me that this program that you are doing, exactly, that is where I'm going. If you don't accept to go out with one person. Good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Please, I'm Ohida. Let me turn down the volume of my TV.
We will appreciate it, sir.
Okay. I think it's okay.
Thank you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I am Comrade Ohida Abdulmalik Haruna, calling from Okene, Kogi State.
Comrade
Ohida Abdulmalik Haruna.
Ohida Abdulmalik Haruna.
Yes, calling from Okene, Kogi State.
Kogi State. Good to have you join us, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think I just come in and I tuned to my TV and I heard the discussion that is on. This issue, not two weeks about it, has become a national discourse.
It is.
One thing about the parliament is that their duties and responsibility is very sacrosanct. It is honorable. It is honorable. We should not be prejudicial. The Senate President should protect the integrity of National Assembly. I am not saying it's true or not for now. And let him set aside to face the trial. So that at the end of the day, we will be able to know if Natasha is saying the truth or not. So that the integrity of that National Assembly should be protected. Just say they have a fact. I have a daughter. I have a mother. And as I'm speaking with you, I'm a gender expert.
Good.
So when a woman said is harassed, it has to do with her psychology.
Yeah.
So if we cannot wash this issue under the carpet, we cannot just under the carpet. And
oh no, network. Thank you very much, Comrade Abdul Malik. Comrade Abdul Malik, please try and call back if you can. It's still Moments with Taikins that we're looking at. We're discussing sexual harassment. I think we're using Natasha as a case study.
Yes, ma'am.
Because a lot of women are sexually harassed.
Yes. And that, I still will say that it starts from tongue lashing. Maybe somebody did not tongue lash you because of your charisma, and they feel that this lady has fought for herself, she has spoken for herself, she stands or still stood her ground then, and she's still standing her ground even when the whole committee came together and you were able to stand your ground. But there is somebody somewhere who is unable to stand her ground, so they start by tongue lashing her. Who are you is tongue lash. Who are your family is a tongue lash. And who is your husband to Natasha is a tongue lash. Did your husband hear anything? And any prophetic phone call, the person that listened to the call or was privileged to the information knows what came into our hearings, and she will be the one to say that this is what I heard. For you as a Senate President, we are not judging, or we are all waiting for the judgment. But then the federal government should look into this matter, because this thing has started from the grassroots. Now it's coming, and it is finally up. Why not just use this as more like a standard for every other happening of sexual harassment in the country? And you said something. You said you wanted to tender your 7 bulletin So the manager news and
director
news, and he grabbed you. What if it's just an intern? What would have happened?
The intern
will rape the lady. There is no how.
There was one small girl that was attached to me when I was in that establishment. One little small girl. This is the size of that girl then. Do you know this? My director. Eh? It didn't harass him. He didn't harass the young girl, but asked that girl out. You know, and I called the attention of that girl. She was my intern then. Then I called her attention to what the man is capable of. Do you know she went back to tell him? And that cost me my job. Yes. You know, the comrade Abdul Malik mentioned that it talked about integrity. Yes. You know, if you don't have it, you don't have it.
You don't have it.
If you don't have it, you don't have it. Because for me, if I were in the shoes of what is his name now, Godswill Akpabio, I will resign. Because I won't take that.
You know, women are enablers of these people, and that's the case of Madam Akpabio. When I made mention of the fact that she should have, reached an agreement with Natasha, or maybe call her.
Agreement how? You know what the husband tells her that she would do?
There is a way you can do things, man.
Do you know what my Oga did after the girl told him that what I said? My guy picked up. I was directing a program that fateful morning. My boss picked up his phone and called me. Hello, Shetaya Kekpaluni Mumba.
Experts are beginning to say if she had, called for a very small meeting, can we meet one-on-one? The thing would have, eventually...
You mean the wife?
The wife. That's the first step she should have taken as a woman, a progressive and proactive woman.
You and I are talking about it today because it's a Natasha. How about those people who are not prominent like Natasha?
So let's go to the enablers of these people. That's why, I asked the question. I said, the manager programs, is it a man or a woman? And you said a man. But now let's look away from being a man. Being a woman, and later you said, women came to meet you and they started telling you that, ìmí náà máa tún ṣiṣẹ́lẹ̀ but ó máa dako fẹ́ kan kó
ṣe tell you what said they talk about fáwọn managers. Hold on. Ṣé gbogbo àwa Mrs. Kiniko ṣe bí ilé ọkọ lẹ́wà
ẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ lágbájá
lẹ́yìn àti lágbájá fẹ́ ra ṣé tó bá sọ pé wọ́n wà nílé ọkọ.
That's it.
Everybody ló wà nílé ọkọ náà. Position táwọn wá yóò mọ bá ṣe débẹ̀.
That's it. They are the enablers of the people.
I just burst into tears. It's the norm here. You have to do it. Should the program only like it? Because everybody team I didn't sleep my way through to get that.
We now have people who encourage their children to sleep their way through. Since we now have association of Yahoo boys mothers. Yeah. So, things like this are no longer new to this kind of society.
It's no
longer a big deal. So we have women as enablers of people doing things like sexually harassing people. So how can we stop this sexual harassment? Whenever it happens,
who should stop it?
Yes,
who should stop it? That's the question.
It starts with you as an individual. If you
know that if I wasn't strong-minded, I would have fallen victim of it.
That's why I said. So but then you stopped that harassment to you as a person.
Hold on, I got 26 unanswered queries in my file. 26 unanswered queries because of all of this.
Queries that you didn't see.
Queries in your jury.
Oh my God, Nigeria.
Queries that cost me my job.
But then you were able to stop the harassment towards your personality.
Yes, of course I did.
That's why
and
I said
it cost me my job.
It starts from the personal.
It's not every woman
that has the strength.
Has the strength to fight it. I am doing my job. I never went on leave. That's why sometimes when my chairman looks at me and says to me, "You need to rest," Madam Emma Lolly, I'll just look at him like,
well, we cannot completely eradicate.
Hold on. You work from Monday through Sunday. No leave. And each time I apply for leave, it will be turned down.
Because they want to punish you.
Yeah.
That's just it.
And my guy will make me, I'll get to the office, will make me sign, come to his own personal office. There was a day I walked into his office around 5:30 a.m. And I found him
naked.
I didn't find him naked. I found him knocking the cleaner. Very early, 5:30 a.m. I found him knocking the cleaner. I said, "Sorry, sir. What did I go to do there?" He said, he opened a booklet for me that every morning when I come, I should come and sign. I came in 9 a.m. Because he said to me, "How can you have a staff like this in my directorate and you will not be able to identify whether those things she has in front of her are real or padded?" Knowing full well that this is a married woman, but hey, you do not need to be married.
Yes, to experience sexual harassment.
You don't even need to be married before you can say stop. There was a time they planned PMB because if they want to sack you, they will come up with all manner of excuses. So there was nothing that they could use against me. So one fateful day in 2010, I went to cover an assignment in Alausa. So I went after, it was a ministerial briefing. So I went back to the office, we did all of the editing. We've used that program once, not twice, not thrice. The ministerial briefing. Mariam, the ministerial briefing that has been used like 3-4 times. That was when my Oga came up with this excuse that when the minister was talking, when people were asking questions, you did not use his face to flesh.
Because you didn't allow him now.
And
you didn't allow him.
That cost me my job. So they set up a PMB and I saw all of them seated, all the guys, PMB, okay, Tayo is here, what have I done again? You have to appear before the PMB. So I appeared. So the moment I walked in, I saw all of them. And I saw one of my directors asking me to go on my knees to beg. Then I said to him, "Hello, Baba, beg pekilo shele. Lẹ́yìn isu kadi efo." I mentioned it there. Tell me to go. It's not as if I'm not intelligent. That's
the confidence.
What have I done? Then there was one woman amongst them who asked me, "Madam, do you think you are being witch hunt?" Then I said to the woman, "Isn't it obvious that somebody somewhere is trying to witch hunt me? Isn't it obvious? I wasn't this. But that confidence, And the woman said to me, "Madam, you may go." And the rest is history. So when they prepared the sack letter, they all agreed, but this lady is very, very stubborn. So the sack was, let us shakara her. Because she loves her job, she will come back. I'm not, it's like I'm sounding very boastful.
No, that's not. That's confidence. That's because you know your self-worth. That's it. It's not been boastful.
They brought my sack letter was brought to me on May 22nd, 2010. It was a Saturday. After they prepared the letter, who will go and give her the letter? What has she done? What happened? The admin people cannot bring the letter to me. My Oga now sneaked into my office, opened my cubicle door and dropped the letter and ran away. Yeah. When I opened the letter and I saw, okay. And what he finally love letter, I did okay. So I went on that Saturday morning. I was going from one department to another. What is Akimio? Hello? What is Akimio? Eku Shembio, what is Akimio? What in law? That was it. Sexual harassment cost me my job. So today I can walk into that anytime I go into that, walk into that establishment,
with your heads high.
Like, go and beg these guys now. I told them that when next I coming into this establishment, I'm coming here to feed you people. I will feed you. I will pay you money. That was in 2015. That happened in 2015. I was sacked 2010, and in 2015 I came with plenty money, and I fed the people that needed to be fed. So it's not every woman that can stand up to it that no, I won't do this. That doesn't make me an holier than thou. Or you know what you want. I don't want this. If it's about your job, yes, I will do my job. Let me do my job and go. Do you understand? It's not for you to say because she doesn't accept it. And some female bosses too. You know you're a very beautiful woman. I can sell you.
Yeah.
I'm over to girl. They will ask you, you know. The same will come, they go.
I love to stay on this program. In fact, I've learned a lot from you. And that's why I believe that we cannot erase or eradicate sexual harassment in our society. You can only stop it as a person.
It's an individual decision.
Yes, you can stop it. When such war is being waged against you, you just say stop. I'm not interested.
Every woman should toe the line of Natasha Akpoti.
Yes.
Every woman. It's not because she's beautiful. It's not because...
No, this time around, it's not about Natasha Akpoti. Now it's about you. What you have said now gave us, a lot to chew in our mouths. You know why I said that? They summoned you to the PMB. They asked you to kneel down and beg. You said no. Why? Because I'm doing my job. It's not like I'm begging for my job. That's not pride. That's confidence. And again, you went there to tell them that, isn't this obvious? It's not like you are trying to indirectly beg them that, they are witch hunting me. So I'm putting it to everyone. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is from Okay, I'm voting you people like.
Thank you. Ashmao.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So what do you have to say?
This topic, I'm glad I like it the way you people arrange it. But the problem is that some women, they have to dress well. It depends how you dress, somebody will approach you. Some women, they are married women, they will dress half naked. They will wait and face the people that they want to ask for this appointment.
Okay.
And when man sees you like this, they may be thinking that you are ready for everything that they want to ask from you.
Okay, Ashmal.
Yes, ma'am.
We will bring this topic again tomorrow.
You people should encourage women and raise their well. We to expose ourselves.
Okay, Ashmal.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. We will do this again tomorrow.
Welcome.
God bless you. Thank you. Well, on that note, we want to say a very big thank you to all of you. Like, I can see plenty calls coming in. Everybody wants to be part of this topic. Well, we will continue tomorrow. Sweetheart, thank you for coming on board.
Thank you very much, ma, for the privilege. In fact, I have learned a lot. You don't beg because you want to keep a job. You don't beg people that are involved in sexual harassment.
Thank you, my production team. Wese, God bless you. David, I love you. Tolu, thank you. Auntie baby, Bintilaye, I love all of you. Thank you very much. I remain yours sincerely, Taye Akikpela. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.